Hello my friends and welcome to another Tuesday of tutorial. I am Leonardo Perez Nieto and today we will draw a seahorse mandala style with this beautiful Montegrappa fountain pen. Let's begin by making the head of the horse, the top, the bottom and the snout. They have a pretty funny snout sticking out. This is not going to be too realistic, obviously, so I'll exaggerate a little bit some of the parts, some of the features, to make it more picturesque. Since I am drawing directly with ink and I cannot erase, sometimes I like to mark the outline with dots to see if the proportions and everything seems correct, and then I'll go over with the line. Maybe making some adjustments and corrections, but the dots will not show very much afterwards. Seahorses are obviously a very unique species that looks almost magical, like out of a fantasy tale. One of their unique characteristics is that they swim vertically, unlike practically any other fish. Let's draw the eye, and we can add some little ornaments on the top, which are not realistic. And now let's do the design. I will be adding patterns as I go, a little bit in a random way, but also a bit following the shapes. Seahorses are poor swimmers. In fact, often they anchor themselves by grabbing a seaweed with the tail, and they stay there rather than moving around too much. But when they do decide to move around and swim, they propel themselves with the large fin that is on their back, and they steer the direction with a very small and sometimes hard to see fin behind the eyes. Another interesting characteristic is that they can grow appendages, like horny things, out of bone, and then they can reabsorb them, depending on the habitat. In order to hunt and eat, they camouflage themselves and wait for the prey to get close by. They eat things like little shrimp, and they attack when they are within striking distance. By the way, the list of materials that I am using is in the description below the video. Let's add some seaweed, in case this horse wants to anchor himself. I find drawing mandalas very relaxing. Once you drew the outline, it is just like doodling. It's very peaceful. If you made it all the way to this point, I would like to know about it. Please write me in the comments the secret code, a seahorse with style. Another interesting feature of these creatures is that rather than having a full skeleton and ribs, they have a structure and protective armor outside, made of bone. Okay, very good. Excelente! It's ready. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to Fine Art Tips if you haven't done so already, click on the little bell to get notifications of new videos, and I will see you with more art on Tuesday.